Good evening, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. My name is Victoria Pikowska, and I'm the founder of Victory Art. And today we're going to have these seminars together. I'm really glad that you joined for the second part of our webinar, and I'm really glad that we are able to share this webinar with you as well online. First of all, I'm going to give you a very short introduction about us. We're Victory Art, and our main goal is breaking stereotypes and building new perceptions about Eastern Europe. First of all, I would love to kindly ask you to be mindful of others when they will be speaking, and well, please keep your microphone off. So for now, if you have some questions, you can ask them at the end, or you can write them in the chat, and mainly have a great time. As well, I would love to mention that these webinars are organized in cooperation with Norway Grants, and these webinars have 12 parts. This is already the second part when we're going to talk about the art industry and about the market. And right now on the screen, you're able to see what webinars we will be doing and when we will be doing it. At the same time, I would love to mention that we're having as well 2 guest lectures, and all the updated information, you can find them on our website, www.victoryart.eu, and in the section of seminars. In case you have any questions or you would love to share your portfolio with our team, you can always do it at curator@victoryart.eu. So last week we spoke about the art and industry and market, and we just spoke about where the art market stands after the COVID, how COVID influenced the sales in 2019 and 2020. Like, we compared those 2 years, we compared online sales. We discussed as well online galleries and how online galleries operate, and why this is the best time to jump in an online gallery. We discussed as well the diversity in art styles and as well market and demand of the market. And the last thing, what we discussed, however, which we will discuss today more into depth, is future trends and a little bit about the tech industry. So first of all, I would love to quickly as well say what are we going to talk about today, and it is mainly about the state of art industry, basically what you as an artist can do or cannot do, and how to improve your career and how to take advantage of the tech and current development of tech. And completely the last thing which we will discuss is pricing of your artworks, which is kind of from certain perspective very sensitive and at the same time very complicated topic for majority of artists. So first of all, please enjoy the seminar, and if you have something on your mind, definitely do not hesitate to write it in the chat, or questions or suggestions, whatever. So first of all, where are we going after the COVID-19? The impact of the art industry after COVID is insane. Art industry is a very old industry, which was developing pretty slow, and it was not developing as fast as other industries. So let's say maybe if we look at industries like interior design, it was developing much faster than, for example, art industry. As I mentioned as well, the difference between sales in 2020 and 2019 was massive. And if we should compare as well online sales with sales in basically physical sales, it was massive impact. So there was more than 300% increase in online sales in 2020. At the same time, we briefly discussed the golden age for online galleries and how it is allowing artists to share their portfolio with much broader audience than it was ever possible before. The educational aspect as well highly increased. There's a bigger demand from art collectors and as well from artists to actually educate themselves about the art industry and have bigger transparency in the art industry. Uh, and at the same time, we discussed diversity when we were discussing the fact that there is a massive demand for different art styles as well from the art collectors. So now I would love to discuss with you the future and upcoming trends in the art industry and as well the collaboration between galleries and artists. With the bigger demand and bigger competition on the market, galleries and as well artists are literally forced to cooperate with each other more and create something extraordinary. The fact that the visitors of galleries and as well museums and as well collectors are becoming more and more demanding, and they're looking more often for extraordinary things which they never seen before. So this is something what artists should always consider. Yes. So when we think about what you should know about the art industry as an artist, it is necessary to look at the art industry, not just from a general public's eye, but to look and to analyze it from an artist's perspective. Knowing the latest trend of the art industry and reading the annual report of the art industry and seeing what is your place in the market are the few things that artists should definitely do. Only when you know enough about your industry, then you can make a plan and develop your career and actually make a difference. Other than this, how to distinguish between different types of buyers, such as collectors, designers, hospitalities, businesses, is going to help you to come up with different marketing strategies. And this is not only about marketing strategies, but this is as well about business strategies. There is amazing term which is nowadays used for artists, and it's called artpreneur. So every artist should not be only artist, but it should be kind of entrepreneur, artpreneur. That's where this term comes from. Because you as an artist, you have to entertain your client, you have to make them understand your value, your business model, why you're different. So when we're thinking about these things, it's very similar to being a small company, you know, like why your product is unique, how you're gonna market it in a different way than your competitors. It's very, very similar. So being a successful artist, there are of course many factors, but first it is always good to start with an overview about the industry. Something you should be aware of throughout your career. Some artists describe their career as a marathon. Being an artist, it is a lifelong journey. Therefore, the path for everyone is different, and you as an artist, you should not compare yourself with others. Some people get famous at the age of 20, like Basquiat, but he's one of a very few exceptions, and but got hardly famous when they were 50. So many artists would think that they would have inspiration every day and wake up, but what mostly happens is that there are sometimes no light bulb or grand inspirational moments. So it's okay to have like unproductive days or like you feel not inspired. And it is as well about learning to feel joy in that. So about these two things, I would love to elaborate more. Victory Art is experienced in working with different kind of artists. We're working with more established artists, we're working with new voices, and we're working as well with artists who are like, let's say, they have already some experiences, but they cannot be clarified as upcoming artists. And I have to tell you that each artist has different journey. And the most successful artists we're working with were working on their career for over 15 to 20 years. So a lot of starting artists feel like, oh, I'm creating my art for 3 years, or I'm like trying to exhibit for 3 years, and it's not happening. People don't know me. People don't understand my art and other stuff. It's perfectly normal. You're not alone. There are many of you who are in the same position, and that's fine. There's no overnight success, neither in business, neither being an artist. You're gonna hear a lot of no. You're gonna hear a lot of people saying that you should give up. You're gonna hear a lot of people saying that you don't have a talent, and that's fine. That can be their opinion, but that does not mean that that's true. So I would really suggest you to not to give up, as far as you really believe in yourself and you really are passionate about what you're doing and you really believe that you want to create art. It takes a long time. And especially art industry is one of the toughest industries you can be in, because there's nothing more personal than art. You cannot make people understand your art. You cannot you can explain what you wanted to do or you wanted to say through your art, but it does not mean that they will really connect with the message. So it's very important to keep these things on your mind. And about the inspiration, I have to say as well, from my personal life, and as well my professional life, and as well my previous life as an artist, I had periods when I was not inspired at all. I didn't touch my camera, I didn't create anything creative. And this is what I see with many artists. Like this is normal thing. So if you feel that you cannot create or you are not creative, it's okay. And one of the best things you can do is to actually go out there, go to, I don't know, streets, or go to nature and just like relax and observe, because the observation and new, let's say, memories and new experiences can help you to restart the creative process. And of course, as I mentioned already before, never give up. I know it is hard to not to get hurt by all this pressure, but art is something that really takes time and exercise, and you get to decide what to listen to in the end of the day. So just keep it on your mind. And so other than basically believing in yourself, you need as well some real skills to actually make difference on the art market. One of those skills is definitely marketing. Now, many artists will think that marketing is not part of their job and that only creating of art is their job, and that art will sell itself. Well, that is not the case anymore. And even when you're working with galleries or promoting other organizations or doing like anything with your art, the marketing is vital. You must know how to present your art, how to present yourself online and offline. That's why I mentioned as well the term artpreneur, because you literally have to think about yourself as a certain product which is gonna partly entertain other people, and your art is basically product which is going to entertain other people. So a few things which are super important is that make previews that will suit your artwork, especially nowadays. It's kind of you know, very important to present yourself online. And when you're presenting yourself online, it has to have a certain quality. It has to be presentable. So when people look at it, they will really think like, oh my God, this artist created amazing art piece and it's amazing preview, or it's like, it looks gorgeous in a specific interior in a room. And that's very, very important. Another thing is that you can use captions in your social media posts, or you can record videos when you're explaining about your art. I have to say that people, especially nowadays, love short content videos, like you can see on TikTok or Reels or Stories, 15 seconds, explaining everything quickly. So they will stay entertained, but at the same time connected with you. That's one of the best ways how you can interact with your followers and with the public and actually get new fans. And in the end of the day, you are the best salesperson for yourself of your own work. So you can tell the best why you created it, why you're unique, why your technique is unique, what's the story behind it, what's your story. And that's something what people feel excited about. And do not be scared to tell your story, because not simply enthusiasm and desire, but also application and basically perspective are required in arts. And it's a lot of effort to do these things. Oh, I'm not gonna lie to you about this. This topic is especially interesting for me because art industry had the chance to amazingly develop in 2020. Like art industry developed extremely fast, and this is what makes it so unique and so amazing, because art industry is very old industry, and you could see that before 2020 people were very concerned to actually buy artworks online. However, now people are more open to do that. People are less scared. It's for them always like, I'm kind of feel like I'm not 100% sure if I'm gonna love this artwork, but maybe I will give it a try. And they're becoming more brave to pay, I don't know, 1,000 euros, even 4,000 euros easier than before. If you're an artist who is selling artwork for more than, I would say, 200 euros, your clients have to have interaction with you at least 10 times. The bigger the value of art is, the more interaction and the more education client needs to actually really feel like, okay, I'm not gonna feel that scared, and I'm gonna give it a try, and I'm gonna buy this art. From our experience, I can say that it takes maybe 15 interactions with our clients to actually for them to purchase art. It takes a lot of education. We're receiving as well pictures from our clients, like, do you think that my artwork will fit here? Do you think that this is a good color for me? And also we're receiving a lot of questions from our clients, and like you just need to help them. You just need to help them as much as possible. And tech industry is helping you to actually achieve this. In the 21st century is full of technical development, and these changes are influencing everything, and as well the way how buyers are purchasing art. And this is a huge opportunity for you as an artist. And by implementing the new technologies like augmented reality or virtual reality, artists are able to come much closer to collectors, to buyers, as well to museums and galleries, and as well better experience their art pieces. So let's say by implementing as well blockchain and NFT, non-fungible token, what we discussed as well a little bit last week, artists are better protected as well from abuse of their works and different art crimes. And well, I want to especially talk about augmented reality and virtual reality. In terms of augmented reality, we are offering this service to all our clients and all our artists. So as far as your Victory Art artist, you're on Victory Art website, all your artworks are available in augmented reality for iOS and for Android as well, and all of them are as well in 3D form. So every single time when client comes to Victoria Art website, opens the website, there's like a button. She clicks on the button and they can see on the wall how the art piece will exactly look. So before it was not possible to really imagine how the artwork will look like, but through your phone nowadays you can do it and it looks very stunning. And with our clients, we had many positive reactions, and at the same time we can as well proudly say that we are the only company in the world which is offering augmented reality and in such quality. Another thing, virtual reality, this is more advanced. However, once you're able to do it, you're literally like making people to stand maybe in your art studio or in your gallery, and you can make them walk around your paintings and see them the way they would normally see it in a gallery or your studio. Both of these technologies require some technical background or technical understanding. However, virtual reality definitely requires much more technical skills than augmented reality. And so if you're an artist and you're looking into these opportunities, you can as well book a consultancy session with us, the free consultancy sessions, where we can discuss as well these opportunities with you. Another thing what I wanted to mention to you is about NFT and blockchain. This is especially important for digital artists. So as far as your digital artist, you probably posted pictures of your artworks, or even when your artist was creating paintings, you probably somewhere posted or showed pictures of your artworks. Well, that's a great thing and you should definitely do it. However, this comes as well with specific challenges. So I believe that you do not have copyright on each picture you post. I believe that it's not protected, every picture you post, and that is what puts you in a danger of art crime. So we had as well, or one of our artists had issued that she was creating amazing art and it became very popular. And what happened was that she found out that Walmart in America is selling posters of her artworks. Like someone just like downloaded it from her Instagram probably, and they were just selling her posters. And of course she didn't know about it. She found out, I don't know even how she found out, but it was like a very random thing. And of course she had to go through a lot of not pleasurable meetings with lawyers. Walmart as well did not help her very much. So this was very frustrating and as well energy draining experience for her. And by implementing NFT, you are able to protect yourself. So NFT, non-fungible token, works the way that you basically take a picture of your artwork, or like when you're a digital artist, it's like your artwork, and you implement a token, or you like connect it with the token, with a specific token, which is a specific number, and that's gonna track everybody and everything what is doing something with your artwork. So you are able to see where the artwork is, what's happening. You are able to see how many times it was bought. And as well, what's amazing, I would say privilege, is that you are even able to get commission from sale in the secondary market, and as well each time it just gets sold. So this is perfect opportunity for digital artists to not get scammed, to protect themselves, and to make sure that their art is perceived like as a real art, because that was kind of a tricky thing for many years. And as well, big auction houses like Sotheby's, Christie's did not want to even hear about digital art until last year. So if you're a digital artist, I would strongly suggest you to actually have a look at this and think about options. Um, Victory Art is as well slowly diving into this market. We want to as well allow or like help artists who are creating paintings or like, I mean, physical art to take advantage of this technology. So that's something what you can as well discuss with us at some point. So the increased importance of transparency in the art market is massive. Um, it happened for many years that art buyers were very much scared of buying artworks because they felt like they don't know what the art actually is worth. And this is one of the things which is, I would say, partly still there. And from certain perspective, NFT and blockchain is kind of making this whole thing better and at the same time worse. And I'm gonna explain why. Why? So the art market has been characterized as a lack of transparency, and that's mainly because it's very complicated to really track how these big art market players, let's say like big auction houses, Sotheby's, Phillips, and Christie's, are really operating, and for what prices do they really sell the artworks? Because there is always the price which is called under hammer, like artwork sold under hammer, and that means that that's the artwork which basically you go to auction and you like here like, oh, this artwork was sold for 1 million, but that's like only under hammer. And there are still different commissions, so like it's called buyer's premium, and sometimes they're charging even other commissions. So it's kind of tough to really know like what did it sell for really, and if it really got sold, because sometimes it happens that the artworks are not really selling on auction houses. However, someone comes there and pretends that wants to buy the artwork. So I see that we have 10 minutes left, so I have to a little bit hurry up. And I want to really say that this is making this market a little bit tougher, especially for people who are only starting on this market, like a small collectors, because they feel like they don't understand it, they feel like they don't know about anything about art. And this is as well where we're stepping in, where we are helping collectors to choose the right artwork for them. So one of the things which we are as well doing in Victoria Art is that we're helping artists to create the correct pricing. Many artists cannot do it. They don't know how to properly price their artwork, and they don't know what to really ask for. And well, I can say that one time it happened that artist wanted to charge 500 euros for an artwork, but when I looked at that artwork, I was very sure it was worth much less. So I discussed it with that artist, and I asked her, okay, so let's start with basic things. How much did you invest in, let's say, canvas and colors? And then it was not a lot. And then I asked her, okay, so do you have any buyers? Like, how many artworks did you sell that you're asking such a high price for this artwork? And she told me that only my husband bought one of my artworks. So this is kind of a moment when it's very important to have a reality check that what you should ask as an artist. So there are as well a few factors which are which can determine like what your artwork is worth. So it can be sometimes as well like the technique you're working on. It as well depends on different maybe sizes, different tools you're using. It depends on your reputation, like in general for you as an artist. uh, there are more than 40 factors which can determine what your artwork is worth. However, I don't want to go into such a deep discussion, because then we would stay here for another 2 hours. However, if you need help with pricing of your artwork, you can book consultancy session, free consultancy session with Victory Art team, and you can do it at curator@victoryart.eu. So there are as well some factors in pricing which are really hard to see and realize, like asymmetric information, what we already discussed, like lacks of transparency, and as well psychological bias. And that's like, those are the things which we cannot very much influence, but the things like medium, like sizes, content, as well the value of the tools which you're using, that's something what you can definitely determine, and that's something what you can definitely influence as an artist. And so other things which are influencing as well the price of artwork is artist age, the work he done before or she done before, if the artist is still alive, awards, fairs, featuring in museums, galleries, collections. Like, there are more than 40 factors. And one of the most important thing is to really have a reality check and think about like what you could be worth, or what your art could be worth. Like, definitely one of the main thing is to have market research. So I would strongly suggest you to go online, not to galleries, online, and have a look what artists who are creating maybe something similar sizes, similar technique, are charging for, with similar experiences to yours. I do not suggest you to go to galleries, because those prices are much higher than online prices. Galleries have massive costs. It's one of the biggest costs is rent, art fairs, it's promotion. Like, there are many things which are influencing this, but go online, because there you can find really valid prices. Another thing is that the fact what gallery you work with is influencing your reputation a lot. So do not look at the galleries, look online. That's much better, and look on people, on artists who are really selling. One big, huge, massive tip. I would suggest you to start a little bit lower in the beginning when you're selling your art. Do not start high, because if you, let's say you have maybe exhibition, or you go to art fair and you start selling your artwork for 1,500 euros, and people will come and they will kind of sense that your artwork is slightly overpriced, so they will not purchase it. But next time when they come and they see that you lowered your price, then they will be thinking like, oh, this artist does not believe in herself or himself. This artist doesn't know what she is worth, and like, I cannot trust this artist, I cannot purchase this artist because she's worth less, so why should I do it? So it's always much better to start with maybe first two paintings a little bit lower price, and then make it higher, because then people see like, oh, this artist is actually selling, oh, there's interest in this artist, so okay, now I'm starting to really think about purchasing her or him. So your art is in the end worth what people are willing to pay for in the same category. So I'm not saying that if you're investing only 1,000 euros in the tools, that you should charge 500 euros for your artwork. No, but I'm saying that please, let's be realistic with these things, and really have a look at the demand in a particular market you are in currently. And if you have any issues with this, do not hesitate to contact us. It's a curator at victoryart.eu, and we can always help you with this. So next week, we're gonna discuss know yourself from a business perspective, from style and how to balance yourself as an artist. For like a little bit more information about the next seminar, you can go to victoryart.eu to seminars to have a look what we will discuss as well in upcoming weeks and what you can expect. At the same time, if you have any questions about today's seminar, please feel free to ask me right now. And if you don't have, or if you're ashamed to ask, you can always put your questions in the chat. Or if you don't know what to ask right now, you can always message us afterwards. Very important thing, don't forget to sign up for the free consultancy sessions, which will be starting from January onwards. So if you have some issue, let's say in terms of, I don't know, marketing or business strategy, or even you would love to discuss opportunities with us, or you have you want to get to know more about tech developments or anything, you can talk. You can always contact our team, and we can discuss options, and we will try to help you as much as possible. So, at the moment, I see that there are no questions from your side. And in that case, I would love to say thank you so much for joining for the second part. It was lovely having you here. And yeah, join us next Thursday as well at 6 p.m. Have a great day. Bye bye.